Welcome back to Stat7 Sports. I'm the Contained Kunas, and welcome to the first official video that I'm going under the moniker Warehouse Chronicles because I am still currently at my work job in a warehouse, as y'all can see. But this is gonna be a video series where whenever I do get time at work, usually gonna be kind of a shorthand video, probably no more than like 10-minute videos, probably less than that. I'm going to go over a few things where it'll probably transition into more opinion pieces, but for now, this is going to be kind of a transition with just doing regular videos until I can get equipment moved to my current location. But which is kind of the main reason for the 2+ week layoff of having no videos. But with that being said, this first video is going to be based off of the biggest news of the day, and that's the fact that the NBA has approved a 22-team renewal of the regular season to finish out the regular season with an 8-game season. There's 8 teams that have been eliminated at this point, but the remaining 22 teams, which include the 16 teams that would be currently set as the playoff teams, and the next 6 teams who are 6 games or less out of that 8th playoff spot. And in that case would end up including, outside the top 8 in both, would end up including Washington being the only one from the East. And in the West, it would be New Orleans, Portland, Sacramento, San Antonio, Minnesota, oh, not Minnesota, let's see, who did I miss? Washington, New Orleans, Portland, San Antonio, Sacramento, Phoenix. That's it. And Phoenix is the farthest away on it at 6 games back. So the regular season is going to resume. At this point, it would be July 31st. And teams can end up going and starting training again July 9th in Orlando, where all of these games are going to end up happening. So it's going to be an 8-game season, 8-game remainder of the season. That's going to get one thing that the players were kind of worried about. It's going to kind of suck for the ones that aren't still in it. But some players were wanting to get the TV money that a lot of the players are looking for, that goes onto their salary if they play 70 or more games. Most teams have around the 62 to 64 game stretch with how much they played, and getting 8 more games for all these 22 teams involved. That'll get that requirement for all those teams and players get the TV revenue. But based off of what's going on, based off of what's left on everyone else, a lot of this is really not going to end up affecting most of the teams that are currently positioned in playoff positions. Like, it's not going to affecting like the Lakers, really too much. Lakers, Bucks, and all the higher teams. Yeah, you're going to get some seeding changes, like between seeds 2 to 6 is about a 5-6 game difference. But so you might get some alteration off of that. But, well, from 2 to 7 in the West. But a lot of this is going to end up trying to clearing up who would end up making that 8th wildcard spot in the East and the West. Well, 7 and 8 in the East and 8 in the West. Because for the East, the playoff picture is very simple. So you have Brooklyn is the 7th seed right now, and Orlando is the 8th seed. Now, Orlando is 5.5 games ahead of the 9th seed right now, Washington, and with an 8-game stretch left off of it, so there's potential on it, but for Washington, it's still less than a 0.1% chance for Washington to make it, but you could possibly get the switch between Brooklyn and Washington to see who plays the Bucks and who gets the 2 seed, which would be Toronto right now. Now, in the West, it's a bit more interesting because Memphis currently has the 8th seed. They're not going to go up. They're not going to go up to the 7th seed, which is Dallas at this point. But all 5 of the 6 teams that are included that are currently not in the playoffs, from Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, all at 3.5 games back of Memphis. And then you have San Antonio at 4 and Phoenix at 6. All of them, outside of Phoenix, all of them have at least a percentage chance, a 1% chance to get in. With all those teams playing 8 games, it's not very likely you're going to get Phoenix to get themselves back in. But for the potential of New Orleans, Portland, Sacramento, San Antonio, those actually have a bit more of a shot. But they also have the caveat, once those 8 games are done, although 8 games of regular season are done, it does make it to where teams don't have to completely catch up to that 8 seed. But after those 8 games, there's going to be a short play-in tournament, which really is basically going to be a best of 2, where if you have the 8 and the 9 seed, whoever is currently at the end of the season, the 8 and 9 seed of both conferences, let's say Washington ends up catching up. Let's say they end up being 3.5 games out of Orlando, who would currently be the 8 seed. There's going to be a play-in tournament between Washington and Orlando, where Washington would be single elimination and Orlando would be double elimination. So there potentially would be 2 more games set up to end up deciding who's left in the Eastern Conference to be playing Milwaukee. Now in the West, whoever's going to be playing the Lakers, you'll have, more than likely the Lakers, you're going to have, right now, in order for that play-in tournament to end up happening, it's only going to be between the end of that regular season 8 seed and 9 seed. And based off of that model, all the teams that would end up applying to that potentially could end up going up against Memphis would be Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, and San Antonio. Whoever is the highest seed amongst those, even if they're trailing Memphis by less than 4 games, there will be a play-in tournament for that 8 seed. So, with that said, if there's any information I left out, or if there's any information, because this is a lot that I went through off of this very short bit video, I will leave a lot of this in the description, and any more information that I feel is necessary, look down in the description below, and that'll go over a lot of what I went over again, because there's a lot of detail in kind of a short period of time where I don't have some sort of backdrop with me to be able to show with it. So if y'all like this little kind of in-face kind of talk like this on it, please let me know if y'all have any more content y'all want me to discuss on it. I'll end up going off of it in the future. If not, I have content on the way that I will do more of these in the very near future. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share it out to other people. More of it's coming very soon, probably on a daily basis. But with that being said, I'm the Contained Kunas. Y'all stay safe. This is Stat 7 Sports. See y'all next time.